Hello, everybody, and welcome back to When Reality Hits. I'm so happy because I am talking to you guys from my hotel room in Louisville, Kentucky. So I am back home in my old Kentucky home. It makes me always feel so happy and refreshed whenever I get to come here. This time that I'm here for the Kentucky Derby. It is this weekend. I love the Kentucky Derby. It is such a part of Kentucky's history and growing up around that and everything else. Of course, I love horses. We have them on the farm and everything like that. And it's just so fun to get dressed up. I wear the hats and the sunglasses and all that stuff, the mint juleps, just, betting on the horse races, all that fun stuff. I always go off of what names I like and what colors I like. I'm not really a gambler or a bettor by any means, but I'll throw a little bit of money in just to have more fun and enjoy the day. So I need to start looking at the horses and see who I'm going to bet on tomorrow. So if any of you guys are listening to this before the Derby tomorrow, DM me and let me know who you think the best chances are and everything like that. And if you're going to be at the Derby tomorrow, make sure you say hello. I'm going to be there with Amazon, with a couple other people from the Bravo world and other TV shows, other influencers and things like that. So it's going to be a fun time. This is my first time coming to the Derby alone. So I traveled on a red-eye flight last night by myself. I got here at 5 a.m. and I had to take a nap so that I'm ready to go. Tonight I have a dinner set up with, all the people that are here with Amazon, and we are in a beautiful hotel. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, Zach Wickham from the Valley, my buddy, my bestie, everyone knows that we've been friends from back in our Kentucky days before he even moved to LA. So we've been friends for like 17 years now. So he is also here in Louisville. He's actually from Louisville. I'm from Winchester. So he's actually here too. So I'm going to get to see him as well while I'm here. So I'm so excited. I just love being home. I don't have enough time because I'm here to work this time, to go home and really see the family. But don't worry. I'm going back at the end of the month because my nephew is graduating high school. So me and Cruz are going to take a trip to Kentucky at the end of this month. So I'll get to see all my friends and family in Winchester, because Winchester is actually like a 2.5 hour drive from Louisville. So just with all the work and all the activities and fun events and everything that I'm doing with Amazon, I won't really have as much time on this trip to see my family back home. But I'm coming back in a couple of weeks so I can be at the farm and be with all my family and all my friends, because I miss them so much. But anyway, I still just feel great being here. I cannot wait to get dressed up in my hat and all that fun stuff. Tomorrow, again, if you are listening to this before the Derby, I'll be in a black and white polka dot dress with a black and white hat. So it'll be easy to see me. Everything that I'm wearing, my jewelry, my sunglasses, my shoes, my dress, my hat or fascinator, whatever you want to call it, is all by Amazon. So, I was able to get my looks together with Amazon. I'm actually going to have a link in my bio soon. And this isn't an ad. I'm just talking about what I'm doing here while I'm here. Also have a link in my bio soon with all of my Derby looks, and also a bunch of stuff for Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is coming up and we cannot forget about Mother's Day. Being a mother is the most rewarding job and also the hardest job in the world at times. So make sure you are treating all the mamas out there amazingly. I'll have some great gift ideas on my Amazon idea list that you guys can check out as well. But I can't wait. I'm going to do something fun with Cruzy. I think maybe we'll stay at Disney in the hotel or something and then go to Disney all day, or do something fun like that. Maybe go to San Diego. I just want to spend the entire day with him and have a fun out of the house day, just him and I. So I'm looking forward to that, and happy Mother's Day to everyone if I don't get to talk about Mother's Day before it happens. So May 10th, make sure you are giving all the love to your mamas because they deserve it. All right. You guys wrote in a bunch of questions for me to answer. So thank you so much for doing that. Next week, I have Kellen Lowry on. So she is from Sweet 16, and she's been on TV for even longer than I have been. I remember watching her, way back in the day whenever she had her first kid. So, I can't wait to interview her and see what life is like for her. So make sure you guys tune in next week, and I have some awesome guests coming up as well. I can't wait to talk to some of the girls that are here at the Derby. I want to interview them as well. So we got a lot of fun stuff that's coming up. But going into some questions from you guys, this is from Julie 22. How many times have you been to the Derby, and what stands out as the most fun year? This is probably my 5th time coming to the Derby that I can remember. I'm not sure if I came. My parents brought me whenever I was younger, but this is definitely my 5th time coming. After I got on Vanderpump Rules, I came here with my ex, and Tom and Ariana one year, and that was so much fun. We had a great time. So crazy to think back to those days, but I've been a couple times since then, and I came with the Derby. So everything is so fun. Getting dressed up is so fun. Going to the Derby and the Oaks and everything is so much fun. But I will say one of the things that stands out the most in my memories is the Barnstable Brown party, because it's at the Barnstable Brown house, which is like the Doublemint twins from way back in the day. It's one of their houses. So it's a party in their backyard, and it's just set up with a lot of tables, and they have a big backyard, but it's just a big backyard where everyone is sitting at. And it's like all the different celebrities, all these different musicians, all these different athletes, all these different TV stars. And it was so awesome to just be sitting in a backyard with all these amazing people. And the best thing about the Barnstable Brown party is they have a stage set up. So anyone who is a singer, a rapper, whatever, they go on stage and sing like one to three different songs. So it could be anywhere from Travis Tritt sings a couple songs, and then it was Salt and Pepper next. And then it was like Boys to Men, and then it was Gretchen Wilson. It was just awesome. Keith Sweat was there one time. I got in the elevator and Keith Sweat was there. I just love that genre of music. I love country music. I love R&B and hip hop, especially the 90s and early 2000s. That's my favorite. So it was just like heaven to me. I got to take photos. Travis Tritt has always been one of my all-time favorite singers. Great Day to Be Alive, Modern Day Bonnie and Clyde, I Smell Trouble, all those songs. He's a legend. So getting to take a picture with him, and then Gretchen Wilson, Redneck Woman, Salt and Pepper. I mean, we all know Salt and Pepper. Boys to Men, Keith Sweat. And then there was just I remember Tony Roma was there. Is it Tony Roma? Why do I feel like that's the wrong name? Just a bunch of athletes, and then a bunch of athletes from Kentucky as well who have made it on to the NFL or the NBA. And it's good to see all those people again. It's just such a cool experience. I know Jessica Simpson has been there. I'm excited to see who is going to be there tomorrow. Who all is going to be. I know who's going to be with me, and that's already awesome. And I'm excited to see all those women. We're doing a Derby and Mother's Day fun thing for all the mamas. So I'm excited to hang out with all those people. Hold on. Tony Romo. Tony Roma is a barbecue legend or something, but Tony Romo is the guy. Okay. Yeah. Anywho, a lot of people were there. Anyways, the Barnstable Brown would probably be the thing that I remember the most. And I've been a couple years, and my mom went with me one of the years too. And she just had the best time. I'm not going to that one this time. I'm here to do fun stuff with Amazon. So I'm not going to be at that party this time, but it's going to be still so much fun. I have a dinner tonight and a cocktail hour tonight with all the women and everyone. And I'm so excited to go to that. So this will be a new year, and I'm here by myself for the first time. So that's really exciting too. It's going to be a lot less stressful and a lot easier. And I'm just going to get to be me and enjoy my time in my wonderful state of Kentucky. So I'm very excited to be here. This is from Josie Fashozi. I like your name, Josie Fashozi. How do you handle the online hate towards your physical appearance? You are gorgeous. Well, thank you first off for saying that. I appreciate that. You look gorgeous too from your profile picture. It's been really hard lately. I've noticed it so much more recently. Looking back on the first couple episodes of The Valley, I had definitely gained weight. I've lost weight since we filmed this season. That was 8 or 9 months ago. Also, I hadn't haven't had my mommy makeover yet on the show. And even after my mommy makeover, I'm still working on losing weight, but the body shaming and everything has just been so intense this year. And I don't understand it. I feel like I'm nice to everybody. I don't know why people are like attacking me so hard. I get along with everyone. I'm always kind and positive and respectful. And I'm just a normal human being, just like everybody else. So my weight fluctuates. I've always struggled with my weight fluctuating. I've been very open about that, very honest about that. And I think just having a lot of the stress and anxiety and stuff piled on from this divorce and just how I'm being treated and everything has been extremely hard on me. And I don't always show how rough life is because I do live in a positive bubble, and I think it's important for me to stay in that positive mindset because, you know, my son deserves that, and I just want to be someone that can get on the other side of this and come out a million times stronger. So I also hurt my arm. So my shoulder is messed up. I hurt it really bad. So I haven't been able to work out as much recently, but I'm getting back into it. I am, you know, dieting and doing all that. I've already lost 8 pounds since you guys even saw me on Watch What Happens Live. So I'm feeling great. It's working. I don't think people should ever comment on other people's bodies and be so hateful and rude. I mean, you never know what someone is going through. My stress and everything has definitely affected my body. But I am getting ahead of that. I am feeling great. My mommy makeover still looks incredible. I have a flat stomach. I have awesome boobs. Like, I don't care what people say. I feel awesome. And you're going to see my mommy makeover soon on the show. And I can't wait for you guys to see that journey for me and how much it actually meant to me and me putting myself first for a change. So I'm not really loving all the negativity about me and stuff that's out there whenever I feel like I'm a nice person, and I would never do that to someone else. But I just try to, you know, be like, that person is obviously hurting from something to where they feel like they have to go comment on someone they don't know in real life. Because every time somebody sees me in real life, they're like, you look great. You look awesome. And I'm like, thank you so much. People are always so kind to me whenever they see me. And that makes me feel amazing. So I love the supporters out there. Being body shamed constantly is tough. I just have to remember, I guess it comes with my lifestyle. I put my life out there, so people are going to judge me whether I like it or not. But I'm always just going to try to keep that positive mindset. And I'm just working on being a better person every single day. I'm working on myself inside and out. You know, I am being very healthy. I'm dieting. I'm getting back to working out now that my shoulder is starting to heal. I am so busy. I'm working on so many projects. I have so many great things happening in my life. So I just try to keep it in that headspace while I can. But if you are a body shamer, stop that. You never know what someone's going through. Stop being a troll on Instagram. I know I say this all the time, but I don't know why people think to go online and get behind a computer and all that stuff is making them able to just say horrible things about someone who has never done anything to you. Like, I've not done anything to anybody. I get along with all my friends. I rarely get into arguments, even on the show. So I don't know where this hate is coming from, but just remember, I'm going through a lot, and I don't always show how much I'm actually going through, because trust me, it's been very difficult. And, you know, there hasn't been a lot of change in many ways with what I have to deal with. So I'm trying my best, y'all, but just wait. Just wait. I'm going to come out like Ariana at the reunion this year, and you guys are going to be like putting your foot in your mouth. This is only to the people who is hating on me, not my lovely supporters. Putting your foot in your mouth and be like, damn, she looks good. Yeah, it's been a journey for me, but I'm in such a better place mentally, and I'm getting there physically. I love my mommy makeover. It gave me that confidence that I needed to really dig in, and I feel incredible. A quick message from today's sponsor, the ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program. You guys know that I love animals. I have 3 dogs, Kingsley, Monroe, and Dolly, and a cat, Lola, and I just love them so much. They are my little babies. Kingsley is over 10 years old now. It's wild. I just adopted Dolly not even a year ago, and Lola not even a year ago. So my little family is growing, but I've always loved animals so much. If you've ever found yourself awake at 2 a.m., phone in hand, Googling things like, is this normal for dogs? Or do I need to call the vet right now? You're not alone. Those moments of panic come with pet ownership, and they're exactly why ASPCA pet health insurance exists. When you enroll in an ASPCA pet health insurance plan, you can get a $25 Amazon gift card. It's a little treat for you while you're doing something great for your pet. The program offers customizable accident and illness plans, making it easier to get your pet the care they may need. You can tailor your plan to fit your budget, your lifestyle, and your pet's particular quirks. Because big vet bills never show up when it's convenient, do they? To explore coverage, visit aspcapetinsurance.com/realityhits. That's aspcapetinsurance.com/realityhits. Eligibility restrictions apply. Visit aspcapetinsurance.com/Amazon terms for more info. This is a paid advertisement. Insurance is underwritten by either Independence American Insurance Company or United States Fire Insurance Company and produced by PTZ Insurance Agency Limited. The ASPCA is not an insurer and is not engaged in the business of insurance. Finding the one can feel impossible, and in today's world, it's even harder. False profiles, inaccurate pictures, ghosting on dates. Is this sounding familiar? But if you're ready to make your move to a new place, it doesn't have to feel like dating. All it takes is a simple search on apartments.com to find your perfect match. Whether you're looking for a 3-bedroom condo downtown, a 2-bedroom duplex in a quiet neighborhood, a cozy studio in a walkable city, or even a single-family home in a cul-de-sac, you can find the place that checks all the right boxes. So whichever stage of life you're in, settle down in your perfect home by using apartments.com. No more swiping or awkward first dates. Make it easier to get a place that gets you. Visit apartments.com, the place to find a place. This is from, Josie for Josie too. After being in an abusive relationship, what advice would you give someone who is in one? That's a great question. Yeah, it's very difficult. You don't really see everything that's happened to you until you're out of it. I've learned so much about what I went through after I got out of the situation. I would say just really try to put yourself first, really try to. It's hard because when you love somebody, you're just like, oh my God. And everything is rose colored glasses especially with me. Like, I'm like, I can change this person. I can make them better. And, sometimes you would see change, but then everything ultimately goes back. I think I do want to believe still that some people can change, but once you're in your 40s and like close to 50 and all that stuff, I don't really think much of a person can actually change. So you have to remember that. Like if it is very abusive and you are very unhappy, you deserve to be happy. Put yourself first. Lean on your friends, lean on your family. They will understand. A lot of people might have told you in the past, like, you shouldn't be with him or he's not good enough for you and things like that. And maybe you didn't see it, but you can always wake up and get out of that situation, and your family and friends who actually love you will be there for you. So lean on them, have them help you. And it is not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. It is very complicated. You're used to being a certain way and you're used to getting over things and just letting things go. But there comes a point in time whenever you're like, I've had enough, and you deserve to be happy. It might be hard for a while. I still go through things a lot, but I'm coming out of the other end and I'm so much stronger. And I know I'm going to find somebody who loves me. And I've learned so much from my past relationships where I can just realize that I deserve better. And I hope that people can realize that too. This is from Mexican Chicas. Will you give yourself some time to be single for a while? Yes. I don't think people realize, like, okay, I've been single for over 2 years now. And yes, I was dating someone on the show for a little bit. That's only a couple months. You're going to see soon what happens with that. So I don't really count that as like anything serious. We're still friends. No hate towards him, anything like that, but just kind of like a friendship. We've known each other for a very long time. But you'll see that soon, what's happening with that. But I have been single. I've, just been dating around here and there, but I very much am working on myself, working on my mental health, my physical health, and just being the best mom to Cruz that I could possibly be. So I'm not rushing into anything, but moms deserve to have fun too. Okay. I like dating. I like having butterflies and things like that. But until I find the right person, I don't know if I will ever have somebody film on my show again unless I know that it's going to be the right person. So I'm definitely taking things slow and, just focusing on everything that Cruz needs right now and myself. And if somebody is meant to be, then they will be. We'll see. I'm just having fun and enjoying life. I have a question from someone. I'm not going to say her name just because I'm not sure what her situation is. But how do I leave my fiance I currently live with if I can't afford to live on my own? That's a tough one because sometimes the financial abuse can be just as hard as physical or emotional. So I understand that. It's not easy. This is another time where I would say lean on those people that love you. Move in with your family for a little bit until you get your stuff together. Move in with a best friend for a couple weeks until you can, get your things together. But if you really are feeling like you need to leave, don't get married to someone if you aren't happy. Don't do it just because you think you have to. So this is a time where you should lean on family and friends. And hopefully you will find someone who makes you very happy in the future. And all of this will just be something that you learn from and we're able to grow from. This is from Tartaglia M. How was the DR? I love the DR, the Dominican Republic. It is so fun. I have been doing some projects and stuff there, but it's always a great time there. A lot of sexy people there too. But yeah, the DR is fun. I love going there. It is beautiful there. So if you've never been, it's a gorgeous place and it is so fun. And there's just a lot of stuff to do there. So I recommend going to visit the Dominican Republic. This is from Mary Wynn Wisser. You never gave us an update on your mommy makeover. I feel like I do talk about the mommy makeover a lot, but a lot of times when people write into Instagram, they think I'm going to answer them on Instagram whenever I really answer them on the podcast. So, I feel great for my mommy makeover. I still, I'm going to have a little swelling up to a year. I'm 6 months out now, but there's no pain, anything like that. The swelling has gone down a lot. I love my stomach. It is completely flat. Like you'll see soon whenever I have it, the emotions and everything that come up, but I'm feeling wonderful. I love my doctors. And it has motivated me to get healthier and lose weight and just really make me more confident and just really motivate me in so many different ways. So I'm feeling amazing. This is from Mad Shepherd. I love your long hair. Do you ever think about doing a dramatic cut or major change? I have had long hair since I came out of the womb. If you saw, I did a recent Instagram story, which was so beautiful. Welcome to Holland, written by Emily Kingsley. I can talk about that in a little bit, but I did this video of Cruz whenever he was first born. He was born with black hair and then it got light and now he's blonde. My hair did the same thing whenever I was little. I was born with a lot of black hair, probably even more than Cruz was. So even whenever I came out, they could put bows in my hair immediately. I've always had a lot of hair. And then it got lighter and I was like kind of blonde, how Cruz is, like that sun-kissed golden blonde. And then it started getting darker whenever I was in like 7th or 8th grade. And then I started doing like highlights on the bottom and stuff here and there. But I have always had long hair. I think the only time I ever cut my hair, I cut it to my boob and I hated it. I hated it because I was just so used to having my long hair. It's kind of like a security blanket for me. If I'm feeling like I don't like my arms, I can put it over my arms or, it's just been something that I've had for my whole life. So I don't see myself doing a dramatic change like that right now. But I do add layers, I do add color, I do different things like that. But it's just part of who I am. And I don't know. I don't think that I could do a dramatic change right now. Who knows what the future holds, though. But we will see. As of right now, I just love long hair. I always have. So it makes me feel good. And having a good hair day always makes me feel really good, too. So I don't see myself doing a dramatic cut anytime soon. This is from Rag Pete. Would you ever do a la and have a second baby on your own? Cruz is such a happy boy. Thank you. Cruz is such a happy boy. He is wonderful and thriving, and he is my superstar, my everything. I'm so proud of him every single day. where I'm not in a relationship or anything right now, I am not so like, I have to have another baby. But, in my past, I wanted like 3 kids. I love kids. I love being a mother. It's the most rewarding thing that I've ever done. And, it's makes me the happiest. Cruise makes me happier than anything else. I would rather be with my son and just be with him watching movies on the couch than going out or doing something like that. And that's what we do. He is my best little friend. And I think Lala is amazing and so strong for doing that. Like, she is incredible, and Sosa is the most beautiful baby in the world. So who knows what the future would bring? I mean, maybe it's not like I would be against it by any means. Lala definitely has a support system here that I don't have. I have wonderful friends in LA, but I have absolutely no family. So I love that she's got her mother and her brother, and they are just such an awesome family. I look up to them so much, and I love them so much, and they're so close, and it is so awesome to see. And my family is all the way back in Kentucky. So I think that's one of the differences of why I don't know if I could do that on my own, but who knows? I mean, I admire her so much for doing that, and I love kids. I would like to be in a relationship and see what happens. I'm not the type of person that's like, I have to have a kid or I would be unhappy, because I have Cruz and I'm so grateful for that. But I also wouldn't mind in the future. So I'm it's just kind of up in the air right now. If I fall in love, who knows? If not, who knows? Or if whoever I'm with doesn't want children, I think I'd be okay with that too. So I don't know, but I go through phases. Like whenever I'm around Kaya or Sosa or Adelaide or whoever, just little babies, I get like baby fever for sure, because I love them. But it's also fun to play with them, and then they go home with their mamas. So I'm kind of loving Auntie Britt as well. But we'll see. I'm kind of just down for anything at the moment. This is from QB Mom 66. How do you stay so positive through it all? God only knows what you've been through. Thank you so much. I love you. I talk about this a lot, but I just try to focus on what is amazing in my life and what is positive in my life. And yes, I am going through a lot still. With the divorce and with co-parenting and just dealing with really complicated people. It can be a lot, and it can be a struggle, but I have my amazing son. I have my amazing family. I have my amazing friends. I'm getting to do amazing fun things. I'm here at the Derby with Amazon. I get to film TV shows. I have so many great things to look forward to. And I know everyone doesn't have those big things, that's happening, but everyone has friends that they love. Everyone has what they enjoy, whether it's, painting or dancing or gymnastics or basketball or whatever it could possibly be. Focus on what you love and focus on the good things in your life. And that just really helps me try to stay in that positive mindset. And I hope you guys can do that too, because I know it's not always easy, and I'm not perfect. I'm not always positive, but just, if you're having a hard day, just try to think like, oh my gosh, I have so much other stuff that is amazing in my life, and I can get through this because I am strong and I deserve to be happy. And hopefully that can help you if you're going through something bad. This is from Jamie Wager. Do you just fill your brows in, or have you had anything done to them? They always look great. Thank you. I'm getting some nice comments today. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I have a funny story about my eyebrows. So whenever I was growing up, back in like my middle school days, that's whenever the really thin eyebrows were in. I have no idea why. I hate that look, but I had the most beautiful, luscious, very thick eyebrows. And looking back at the photos now, I'm like, why did I ever touch them? Why did I ever touch them? But I remember me and my friend Alex, we both had very thick eyebrows. And this boy, whenever I was in middle school, he bullied me, and he was telling me I had a unibrow and stuff. So me and Alex think we are so cool, and we go home and we shaved straight down the middle of our eyebrows. So we had space as far apart as the head of a razor blade in between our eyebrows. And we did that for like 2 or 3. We did that for like a while. We would shave it down the center. It would be so far apart. I look back at photos now and I'm like, I cannot believe my mom did not like slap me across my head and tell me to not do that anymore. I had the most beautiful eyebrows and then I shaved them. Oh my God. And it wasn't until I got to college and I was living with another friend of mine named Alex. And she was so particular. She's so good at makeup and stuff. She was so particular about her eyebrows. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I've got to fix these eyebrows. So then I finally started letting them grow back in. It took me that long. I cannot believe it. But I finally started letting them grow back in. But where I had shaved them like an idiot for so long, I had like a lot of patches on the inside. So I started just letting them grow back out and then filling them in with, I kind of just take like an edge brush and fill them in with the same color because I have very dark eyebrows. So I kind of just fill them in with that color, either an eyeshadow or an eyebrow shadow or whatever. And I've also got microblading done twice to help me with those gaps so that if I don't have makeup on, if I'm in the pool or something, you're not just seeing like splotchy eyebrows. But they are filling in so much better now after all these years of me trying to fill them back in. So if you are listening to this, do not shave your eyebrows because they will never grow back the same. Okay? They will never grow back, but they are looking so much better now. And shoo, that was just a process. But don't let boys bully you into thinking you aren't cute, because I look back at the photos and I was like, oh my God, I was so cute. He was probably just flirting with me, but I didn't know back then. Oh goodness. The things that we do when we're young are so funny. You know that feeling when your ponytail suddenly feels a little fuller? Or when you head out the door and realize you didn't even do that last mirror check to make sure everything's sitting right? Those small moments start to add up. And before you know it, you're just feeling like yourself again. Nutrafol supports hair health from within, helping you grow stronger, visibly thicker hair. So that feeling win moments happen more and more often. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are peer-reviewed, NSF certified for sport, and clinically tested. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Nutrafol offers multiple formulas for men and women tailored to different life stages like postpartum or menopause and lifestyle factors such as plant-based diet, so you get support that actually is right for you. I love Nutrafol. I've been using them for years, especially after my postpartum where I was having, thinning of my hair. It has been amazing. I continue to use them. My mom has used them. I have so many friends on it. I use the women's formula. It has been amazing for me. And I always talk about how having a great hair day can make your entire day. And Nutrafol has definitely helped me feel great about my hair. Let your hair be one less thing to worry about. See visibly thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code RealityHits. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code RealityHits.
Have you ever thought, this water is too wet?
This beach is too sandy.
Welcome to Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet, the podcast where we do dramatic readings of the most wild and off-the-wall reviews on the internet.
We read real reviews about everything from Vegas weddings, matchmaking services and Trader Joe's, to caves, toddler beds, and Spirit Halloween.
You won't believe the things people think absolutely must be said on the internet. How else would everyone know that some caves don't have Wi-Fi?
We hear about the good, like the time a couple was happily married in a Vegas Denny's.
And the bad, like who knew people stole from pet cemeteries.
And the ugly, because when there's soggy lettuce in the Chuck E. Cheese salad bar, it can get pretty ugly.
Join us every Wednesday wherever you listen to your podcasts. I feel targeted by that pet cemeteries comment.
I know, I was about to say, wasn't that you?
That was me.
Yeah.
How is co-parenting going? Co-parenting is, I can't talk too much about it because I'm still in the process of getting a divorce and I really want it to happen this time. So I'm not going to say too much. Just, it's not easy. But Cruz always comes first for both of us, and Cruz will never see any of the toxic stuff that I have to go through. So he is far removed from any of that. He's never going to see that. I will never let that happen to him again. So, just working on it. Hopefully one day things will be easy, but it's hard when you're not dealing with an easy person. That's all I'm going to say. This is from Marina Ruthman. Do Zach and Lala get along? Yes, they get along. Yeah, they are, they are getting to know each other more, especially now that Lala is full-time on the Valley. So, I love both of them very dearly. They're both two of my very best friends. So yes, they get along, and both of them are so much fun. This is from Bestie Becky B. Were you at Nia and Kristen's Mother Day event? I was invited to their event, and it looked so pretty and so cute, and they looked gorgeous, but I didn't get to go. I had a doctor's appointment at the same time that had been scheduled for a while that I could not miss. And, so I wasn't able to go to the event. I have been very busy. So obviously with crews all the time, but I've also been working on projects and everything. So I had to make that appointment, and it happened to be at the same time, but they looked so pretty and the event looked so great, and I love them both. This is from Ballman Julie. Do you have your wedding ring yet, or did he really sell it? I still don't have my wedding ring. I don't think it's sold, but no, still don't have it. Can you believe that? I don't really want it. Like, I don't want it for myself. I want it to like keep for cruise or, something for him in the future. But nope, I don't have it. This is from LaFredder. Can you put a definition behind your sparkle? As in, what are you trying to get back to? Yeah, so whenever I say my sparkle, a lot of people get it, trying to get my sparkle back. I think it's just because of all the years that I was put down and going through a bunch of stuff behind closed doors and everything. I lost a little bit of myself. I'm very positive and fun person, the life of the party, all that stuff. But it was kind of starting to dim. So I just really want to get back to feeling confident. I lost a lot of my confidence. So that's why the body shaming really hurts my feelings that I was talking about earlier. But I'm really working on getting that back and putting myself first and really focusing on, being healthy and great for my son. A lot of people think I drink all the time. I do not drink all the time. Like I said, I might go out once every week or every other week. Like I'm not a partier like I used to be. I'm getting older. I can't hang all the time, but, I still do fun things with my friends and everything, but I can only drink tequila because it would hurt my stomach, whatever. But, I think that it just like all piled on, like the stuff that was portrayed about me or the stuff that was put on me that other people were actually feeling about themselves without going into too much detail, that made me look a certain way. And that was really hard on me because I feel like I'm a good person, and I don't like whenever my character is being misjudged, especially if it was by someone you love putting the false information out there. So that was like really hard for me to go through. So just trying to get back to my happy and just loving self. I still believe in love. I still believe in all that stuff. So, just trying to get back to me and being the best version of myself, the best mom I can be, and just sparkling all over the place and making everyone else's day brighter too. I love helping people and making their day better as well. I really enjoy being a good friend and a good daughter and a good sister and, family member and everything like that. So I just really want to get my sparkle back full-fledged and just feel great about myself. I'm already doing so much better. I'm definitely sparkling and feeling very sparkly, but I'm going to continue to grow and keep working on myself every day, because we can all get better. We can all be better people and better health and, just feeling better about ourselves. So just trying to sparkle it up. How many times I say sparkle, 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 you guys can take a drink. Drinking game. This is from Kathleen O'Neill. Can crews read your mind like on the telepathy tapes? I believe that he can. I mean, we always know what each other needs or what we're going through. He is my little homie. He is with me 24/7. He follows me around. It is the cutest thing ever. At night, every night, I'm like, turn off the lights. So he goes, turns off the lights and does this and does that. And he knows, like, he has our routine down, but I think that he knows if I was feeling sad or something, which I don't let him see any toxic stuff or anything like that. But, I feel like he can read my emotions. He comes over and he kisses on me and loves on me and hugs me and squeezes me so tight. And we just laugh and laugh and laugh. And he knows, like, how to make me laugh, and I know everything he needs. So I definitely think we have that cool bond. Yeah, we're just extremely connected. He's my little best friend, and I love that he's with me all the time because I wouldn't want it any other way. He is just magic. This is from Gretchen LB. Is there a book in the works? Not yet. Not yet, but trust me, one of these days, once everything is done and, we'll see. Maybe I will work on something one of these days. I've got a lot of ideas. I'm always thinking about different projects and growing my brand and everything else. But if I could write a book that helps people with maybe in the autism community or, in toxic relationships or anything like that, that would always be something I would love to do. I love being able to use my story to help other people. So who knows? Maybe we'll just see what the future brings. This is from Mrs. Garza. What happened to Mamaw's beer cheese? So I still own the rights and everything to Mamaw's beer cheese. And just because I had to trademark it so that other people, because it was on the show, didn't try to steal the name and everything. And really that's for my grandmother, because my Mamaw makes Mamaw's beer cheese in Kentucky. So it's hers. It's completely hers. It's all hers. I just want to make sure nobody tries to steal her brand. And, I was going to open a bar and stuff at that time. Didn't work out, which I definitely think is for the best, especially after everything Tom Schwartz is telling me with Tom closing down and with everything else that's happened, Schwartz and Sandy's and all that stuff. He was telling me it was so hard to have your name on a business, like a bar like that. So, especially one that I didn't fully own myself. So it actually worked out in the end. But I would love to do something with my Mamaw, with Mamaw's beer cheese in the future. And that's why I continue to hold on to it, to protect her and her brand. And maybe we can come out with something in the future. But it's not gone forever. Don't worry. And also my Mamaw makes it in Kentucky. Everybody loves Mamaw's beer cheese. So it is still a thing. It just is in Kentucky. Hopefully one day it could be worldwide. This is from Shan Liak. Ma'am, you've been holding out on Michelle and Dr. Dre. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not going to say too much about this because I think, I don't really know a lot about it. Of course, I've been talking to Michelle and everything, but I am always going to have her back and, support her and no matter what she does. And I think it's just something that, is new right now. So who knows what will happen? I don't have any more details right now. I can't wait to get back home and talk to her more about it. But it was a shock to see. I literally was flying and I landed at LAX. And as soon as I started getting because I don't like getting Wi-Fi when I'm on the plane on my phone because it's a minute to breathe without social media and without messages and all that stuff and emails and blah, blah, blah. So I don't normally get Wi-Fi whenever I fly. So I landed at LAX at 12 and then I had Kristen texted me. I had Janet texted me. I had people sending me DMs and my group chats back home and all this stuff. And I was like, what is going on? So I found out when the rest of the world did. I will always support Michelle. I love her. Don't really know what's going on. Don't know if it's serious. Don't know if it's fun. Don't know much about anything, but, I will see. We'll all see soon, I'm sure, if anything is going to come from that. But still, I love Michelle, so that's my girl, and I support her always. This is from Jessie Howell, 33. Are you and Brandon still together? No! I've said this a million times, and I will say it again. You'll see soon what's going on. But remember, you're not watching a live show when you watch The Valley. It was 8 or 9 months ago. Lots have changed since then. This is from Michelle Hulk. I'm very stressed watching the whole Janet versus everyone. Do you think they will make up? You'll have to keep watching the season. I mean, the season only gets better and better and better and better. So keep watching The Valley every Wednesday on Bravo, streaming the next day on Peacock. The season just continues to get better. So keep tuning in. It's a very good season. So keep tuning in. I think Janet is definitely making an effort. So we'll see what happens there. But of course, I would love for everyone to get along. Of course, that's who I am. I love everybody. I want the best for everyone. Every single person on the cast. I want the best for them. They are my real friends and I love them all. This is from your new address with... I don't know if it cut off their name, but please tell me what body shimmer oil you use. You always look so radiant and glowy. Thank you. So I love that Sol de Janeiro It's their body oil, and it's like a body shimmer, and it smells so good and it feels so good. So just go on, you can buy it on Amazon even, or Sephora or anything like that, and Sol de Janeiro. And they have this amazing body glow oil, and that is what I am hooked on right now. So check that out. This is from Nick Pavs. Which season of The Valley did you enjoy filming the most? I think that this season I enjoyed filming the most, actually, because it was my first season on my own without all the extra stuff. And it had been very dark in the past because of everything that I went through. So this season was like a breath of fresh air for me. And I feel like next season is just going to be even freaking better because I'm growing and I feel amazing. So this year was my first year getting my feet wet and everything, being on my own. And next year I'm going to kill it. So I'm excited to see what the future brings with that. This is from Ash Oliver 90. Would you go on Dancing with the Stars? I would love to go on Dancing with the Stars. I was a cheerleader, which I know cheerleading is not the same as dancing, but I was a cheerleader all through college and everything. So I do have rhythm and I do love to dance and all that stuff. So I think that would be so fun. And I know everyone gets so fit while they're on that show. So sign me up. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you for writing in your questions. I've got some amazing guests coming up. I can't wait to talk to you guys about how awesome the Derby is going to be for me and let you guys know how everything went and talk with some of the awesome ladies that are here. So I love you all. Thanks for all the support always. Try to stay in your positive mindset. Don't be an Instagram troll, and tune in next week to another episode of When Reality Hits. I love you guys. Have a fabulous week. Finding the one can feel impossible. And in today's world, it's even harder. False profiles, inaccurate pictures, ghosting on dates. Is this sounding familiar? But if you're ready to make your move to a new place, it doesn't have to feel like dating. All it takes is a simple search on apartments.com to find your perfect match. Whether you're looking for a 3-bedroom condo downtown, a 2-bedroom duplex in a quiet neighborhood, a cozy studio in a walkable city, or even a single-family home in a cul-de-sac, you can find the place that checks all the right boxes. So whichever stage of life you're in, settle down in your perfect home by using apartments.com. No more swiping or awkward first dates. Make it easier to get a place that gets you. Visit apartments.com, the place to find a place.
Pluto TV has thousands of free movies and TV shows.
We're coming at you with everything we got.
This is the mindset. Free. This is the mantra. Free. This is the mindset. With movies like Pineapple Express, the entire Star Trek film franchise, and Gladiator, and TV shows like Survivor, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly Odd Parents, and Ghosts, Pluto TV is always free. Huzzah! Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.